Okay, quick morning radar update. So, gapped up this morning, so we let the gap trade just play out and then see where they want to take these markets. Looking pretty good at the moment. Fantastic market again. Portfolios have been hitting all-time highs. Swings have been good as well. So, first things first, I've been dropping these radar videos on the Twitter so the public can see them as well. I've done these every day for the last how many years. So if you do like what the content we put out here and you want me to continue dropping it on the Twitter, just hit the like button and and give it a share on Twitter and just let me know that the interest is there for that, for me to continue doing these. I just thought I'd just do a little trial run and see how they go. So move straight on from that. Like and subscribe, they say, don't they? Not that I'm big on all this stuff. Quick the silver trade, obviously, there's a big hoo-ha about this. Silver, the worst market. It doesn't matter whether I'm right or wrong on this. You've just got to respect how some markets trade. And, if they say it's going to the moon, well, it could go to the moon, but it wasn't going to the moon in a straight line, was it? It's given back all the move, basically. Moving on from that, metals a little bit mixed today. Copper just slightly up. Oil, as good as flat. Gold, same. Cable, just coming in a bit. Let's quickly have a look what TLT's on the lows again. Bitcoin still consolidating. Dollar bull. Little gap up there and a little bit of it looks like it's going to gap up again today, actually. So it really wouldn't surprise me to see it up in this area. That would be normal action. A little bit of weight on the commodities with that, but just normal action. Looks like there's a commodity swing setting up if you look through the charts. So I'll just move straight into the volume leaders. Yesterday was a huge day for stocks in the screens. Day before was as well on the US end of day. Huge amount of activity in the screens. So it is just gone 10 o'clock. We should have traded 24% to be on average volume. More volume today than we've seen. So more volume than yesterday. One thing to note is there's a few REITs in there. Travel and leisure again. Support services. Moving on from that, I will just order them by volume. I usually go by sector, but just go through by volume and see what's getting the most volume. DFS. Just rip through these and I know, continuing on the theme, you're going to see a lot of bases in the right hand side of what will be offering cheats. So I prefer the first retracers, actually, the ones what I've already sort of punched higher and just melted back into good areas. But the market, famous last words, it looks like it did in 2012. Just bases everywhere. And this is what you want to see, active low, higher high, basing out, little tight base. Not that I'm saying that stock's anything of interest. Just noting the action, how the market is actually acting here. You see it over and over again. And into the small caps, get in to the interesting area. So should have traded 24%. Is that right? 10, 24% to be on average. That's about 36 to be on conviction. 24% going in. We're on volume on the small caps again, which is pretty good. Just a mix actually in the small caps today. I'll go through in order of volume again. So just to repeat myself, as I go through these screens, I'm not looking just at the chart. I'm looking at the earnings, the profit and the turnover, quarter on quarter, half on half, year on year for everything. And you know, I'm looking for what I trade. I like growth stocks, so you know, anything what ticks my sort of growth screen. And I'm also looking, because I do this every day, you get a good feel of where everything is anyway, that you know the stocks you have a bit of an interest in. This one obviously was an IPO breakout. This was a fantastic move out of the IPO screens, and it's been consolidating. It's, you know, it's a little bit it just went so well from here that I think it looks like it needs a little bit more time to consolidate to me. But, you know, marking the cheat on that, yeah, I can see there was a cheat on it. And we'll see going forward. I just think it needs to go sideways a bit more myself, but, you know, the market doesn't care what I think at the end of the day. French Connection breaking out of a base. Amazing. OPG. Gfinities, I've got no forward numbers on that. I presume it's still loss making. JIM, high five to those riding that one. It's a bit lower beta, but nothing wrong with it. I won't curse it. Sure serve, obviously I've got a position in this one. Going fine, nothing wrong with that. Gapped up on a little bit of news, didn't it? And you know, a little bit sideways, base out a little bit more, because it you know, these things like to get back into trend to sort of coil up some pressure, coil the spring, so to speak. So, you know, if you drew it like that, you know, it's a pretty normal area for it to sort of base out a bit more. But, you know, sometimes they just go straight higher. So, you know, we don't have a crystal ball. All we have to know is that that's normal action. KIST, I've got nothing on this one. Pure speculation, but it, you know, it's got a swing point. It was on the swing point yesterday. Came out of this little base, didn't it? This was the first swing point I noted. Had a good move. Can't say it's what I trade towards because it's got no numbers, but I see it, you know. It's in this sort of interest zone. Gem Diamonds, a little tick down in the forward numbers on that one. Saw the banks hit the screens last night, didn't we? Was it last night or the night before? Solid State, first retrace, trying to tick up. This one's steady. It's not trading towards what it was trading towards last time we traded it. So last time we traded it, it was registering the GARP side. You know, it's just steady sort of mature growth numbers in this one. at the moment. Nothing exciting. You know, doesn't matter if it melts higher. This was the move we got involved with, and then the market crashed and pulled us out. You know, this is the kind of move what you want to sort of catch. And you want to catch them when the numbers are really accelerating. A lot of them can go into this sort of, you know, they have little glimpses of how they've traded in the past again, you know. The aggressive growth phase is always the one I'm going to be more tuned into, trying to catch anyway. Rear view for us, that one. Going okay though. You go. PGS, a little bit of a boring stock, but nothing wrong with it. So there's a couple in there of interest, isn't there? I know there's a couple in there what have been talked about quite a bit as well. So yeah, we'll see what the end of day screens bring up. Nothing actionable for me today. I'm sat on quite a few swing trades, so anything out of last night's screens I haven't really gone any deeper into. Today's screens are absolutely loaded in the US, so I'm going to have a good dig through those. I've already posted them in chat. Okay.